Reagan Washington National Airport by Florida. Move to the center of the car. The next and last stop is Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport. Step out. Doors open. This is Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport, last stop.
Alright everybody, it's the last stop as you can see here. We're at there's a parking garage right here. Alright, we're at the last stop. This is the airport. Alright. Here's the yellow line. Alright, that's it. Alright, here you are, yes. And that's it. Yes. Oh, this way. Right here. Alright. No bee service. There's still yellow line. Alright everybody. We're at Arlington, Washington Airport. There it goes. Alright, here we are. Trying to load up. Alright, here's the elevator. Yep. Alright, this is the elevator of Ronald Reagan Washington International Airport. Here comes the elevator. Alright, here's the elevator. Alright, here goes the train, as you can see here. Here it goes. Alright, this is the elevator at the Ronald International Airport, and I think it's in Arlington or DC. Well, DC is at the other side. I believe these are the US elevators. I'm about to film this quick because I don't want to get busted in this location. Plus, the video recording are not allowed. Instead, we'll take a look at the street. Right over here, here's the other elevator, number 2. We're not going to exit the street because I don't want to get busted. So here's T. We'll go up to the train level. This is the street. It says DC, Maryland, and Virginia, via Virginia. Here comes the elevator. They look like Schindler's or US elevator, I think. Here it is.
Street level going up.
There's no stairs in this location, but here's the motor. Alright. Sorry about that, just don't want to get any reveals. Alright, here we are. We'll watch this train leave. This right here. There are the trains. Here it goes. Here's the airport. And this tower right here. Alright, now we're gonna go back down. Here's American. Here's the airport, but we're not going to enter here since it's not allowed to film the elevator. So let's just go back down.
Going down.
Alright. Here we are, streets. Alright, we'll send this up to Tom. Alright, let's go back to the Alright, here's the elevator to train level. Alright everybody, today is our last day of my Washington DC vacation because we're going back to White Plains. Today is my one more night for today, I think. One more night for me because it's almost Monday. Sunday we're leaving. So we gotta film these areas in Washington, like some churches, trains, and buses. Let's go up to the tunnel train level. Here we go. I think these are US elevators. The blue line is suspended because the last stop is located at the airport. Oh, this is the blue line, but this is at the last stop. Let me see. Alright, I'm gonna stop. Right here is the shuttle bus. Alright, it's coming in 2 minutes. Right here, this is the blue blue line. Alright, here it comes. Here comes the train. This is the yellow line. There's the metro. Alright, here we are. Look nice.
Doors opening. Step back to allow customers to exit.
Alright, let's sit here. Right here. Alright, train's leaving. Here's the yellow line. Look at that plane. That is very cool. And here's the airport. About to go on a nice bridge any second. Here's the bridge. Here's a nice pedestrian bridge right here. Alright. And that's it. Alright, here we go. Those are large buildings. Alright everybody, we're back in Alexandria. elevator that I rode it. Alright, let's get off this thing. I'm going back to Washington, D.C.
Doors open.
Alright, that's it. Oh look, there's the diesel. There's the diesel right here. Let's watch before the train. Here it goes.